narrator, thoughtful, warm tone. You've waited for this moment. The excitement of packing your favorite clothes, the smell of freshly printed tickets, the thrill of discovering a new place. It all sounds like the perfect plan, but sometimes what we don't see coming can be more important than what we do, because while adventures bring joy, they also require cautionist when the road ahead is unfamiliar, and the body has known more years than miles. Scene fades in a gentle sunrise over a quiet airport runway. Narrator, let's talk about what really matters. Staying safe, prepared, and aware when you're stepping outside your comfort zone. Because the smallest misstep could lead to the biggest regret. When sitting still becomes dangerous, narrator, imagine you're on a flight that lasts 6, maybe even 10 hours. You're buckled in, sipping tea, flipping through a magazine, but underneath that calm routine, something more serious could be happening. When the legs stay still for too long, blood begins to pool. And without warning, it can turn into something far more serious: tightness in the calf, a dull ache, or even sudden breathlessness later on. Narrator, pause. The answer, it's simpler than you think. Small walks down the aisle, stretching your legs every hour, and drinking plenty of water. These small steps, they keep the blood flowing and your body moving just as it was meant to. Because the journey should be about where you're going, not what could go wrong along the way. When time zones blur the mind, narrator, you finally land. The city is alive, the air smells different, and you're ready to explore. But your body, it's somewhere between last Tuesday and tomorrow morning. That unfamiliar fog in your head, that confusion about what time it is, or even what hotel you're staying in, it's not just jet lag, it's your internal clock trying to adjust. And sometimes it struggles more than expected. Narrator, soft tone. When the brain feels out of sync, it can cause forgetfulness, irritation, or even mild disorientation. And in a place where the streets are new and the language unknown, that's a risk. So what helps? Letting your body catch up. Gentle walks in the sunlight, a glass of water instead of wine, and keeping a routine that feels familiar. Because clarity is the most important thing you can carry in a new land. When clean doesn't mean safe, narrator. You walk through a bustling market, spices in the air, colors you've never seen, foods you can't pronounce. It's tempting, it's exciting, and it's risky. Because what looks delicious may not agree with a body that's more sensitive than it used to be. Water that isn't filtered, food that isn't fully cooked, a handshake followed by a snack. These aren't just small slip-ups. They can lead to days of discomfort, hospital visits, or worse. Narrator, reassuring, but you don't need to hide indoors. Just be thoughtful. Use hand sanitizer often. Stick to bottled water and choose what you eat with care, not curiosity. You can enjoy the taste of new places as long as you protect your health along the way. When one missed pill becomes a crisis, narrator, now imagine this. You're halfway through your trip when you reach into your bag and realize you're missing something. Maybe it's a small bottle. Maybe it's a crucial prescription. And just like that, stress replaces serenity. Because in a different country or even a different state, finding the exact medication you need isn't always possible. Names vary, dosages differ, and language can become a barrier you weren't ready to face. Narrator, gentle pause. That's why preparation matters. Bringing more than you need. Keeping medicines in their original packaging. Carrying a list of every pill you take in your own language and in the one spoken where you're going. Because your health doesn't take a vacation, and neither should your plan to protect it. When one step can change everything, narrator. The cobblestones are charming. The hotel staircase is steep. The bathroom floor looks polished and clean. But one wrong step and everything changes. What once would have been a stumble could now be a fracture, a fall, or a trip to the emergency room. Narrator, firm but warm. And yet, the world is still waiting to be explored. So what do? You slow down. You wear shoes that grip the ground like an old friend. You ask for help when the stairs are steep. and you carry a small flashlight for those midnight walks in unfamiliar hallways. Because seeing the world is a gift, but only if you return home whole. The best trip is a safe return, narrator. The memories you make are priceless. The people you meet, the sunsets you watch, the places you touch with your presence there, all waiting for you. But the most important part of every journey is the peace of mind that comes from being ready, prepared, not paranoid, confident, not careless. So go forward, book that trip, explore with joy. Just remember, the world is more beautiful when you travel with care. Narrator soft fade out, and the people who love you, they want you to come back with stories, not scars.